Hey guys, it's Albethium back with another guide for Nioh 3, and it's going to be the Death Veil. And with all gauntlets, things can get chaotic pretty damn easy, and there's no telling what's gonna happen. But luckily, I have some tips and directions that are gonna be very helpful. And you know how this goes. Before I even think about asking you to click that like or subscribe button for me, please allow me a chance to earn that from you. With that being said, let's get in on this. The entire gauntlet is based around these elements, so bringing the three calamities is going to be aiding you incredibly much. I cannot stress enough how important this is. Okay, so I am on the final stretch of this part, the hardest one, but there are a few tips that I'm gonna be giving you to make everything else rather simple. Now, the first thing I hope you did not miss are the shortcuts, so that you don't have to run every single time to back where you died. You simply use these spirit streams that you kind of have to pay attention to on the sides that are basically gonna be getting you back to where you were pretty much instantly. Now, when it comes to the gauntlets themselves, do not waste your Super Saiyan power, do not waste the calamities also, because every one of those gauntlets starts with the friendly spirits helping you out, and they do a ton of damage. So after they are done helping you, just let all hell break loose. Especially with the Super Saiyan power, you can just end things very, very quickly. But the final part of the gauntlet where the challenge lies. And the final part of Death Veil. Now, pretty much all the same rules apply, but this one has more and tougher enemies, also has a boss fight. But the only thing here is, you kinda can use this shooting laser to your advantage because it really does shred the enemies. So again, with the management of your calamities and also the Super Saiyan power, things are gonna be a little bit simpler. Now here, I actually need to pause, guys, because there is a massive psychological impact happening here. All of a sudden, Yakotsu Baba makes a return. So here's what you're thinking. They are introducing one of the hardest, earliest bosses to you right now. The psychological effect can be crippling because you tie this boss to a lot of deaths, probably to a struggle. So your psychological level just decreases, depletes immediately, and it affects your motivation and just how sure you are of yourself. The thing is, these are not the two different boss fights. First of all, you are kind of unprepared over there. Most likely here you are at the end of the game, you have all the experience behind you, and your character is much stronger. If you approach this boss fight as the one who is actually the boss, not the Yakotsu Baba, things are already going to be a lot simpler. And then, you know what, you just apply everything because you kind of can go ham here, and not overcommit is going to be key. So there's a balance between going ham and just not overcommitting. So this is going to be very helpful. I might link a build that I'm using here that has been extremely useful for me. If you are still struggling, you are going to have to meet a certain level also, so that things don't need to be unnecessarily difficult. So basically, I'm going to be using my summons, using the three calamities, going into the Yakotsu Baba, and every time I'm mostly gonna be, dodging behind him, and then also the superpower just shreds him. The big important thing here is going to be my talisman that also gives me kind of almost invulnerability for a certain amount of time, and as you can see, I still have two of them left. So with all of these things together, it's going to be a much easier time. Guys, hopefully this helps you. This is Albethium. I'm going to be seeing you in the final boss. Believe me, guys, it's worth it. Bye-bye.